a 17% success rate on every flag I get.
Where's
I
that?
guess.
FC frags? No.
Cap flag. Cap grab. Cap C.
Ninja doesn't have that, I think.
Yeah, for some reason I don't have it.
He doesn't have it. For me it's 18.8.
Nice. I still think I usually have high cap grab. I don't grab a lot, but I cap
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
more
help.
than others.
And Ninja's is probably high. I don't know about mine because lately I've been defending so much. I think I'm getting worse as an attacker.
Usually, if you can also number of games can also tell a lot. If someone has played like 200 Genius games, they're probably okay. At least average, maybe. I don't know.
Well,
If someone has really low a number of games, then it's perhaps you should not trust it, the stats.
Yeah, you should maybe just, if he has like more than 50 games or more than 100 games,
yeah,
maybe.
basically in other games, whenever there's a new guy, they're gonna put you with the weaker players if you're strong, so you're gonna be working harder.
I'm guessing what you could do now is grab all the data.
Data can be pulled from this this stats, all-time stats, but also the game stats, like the how many cap, like the armors, the megas, the speed.
Ah, yeah, the game. Yeah, it's not here, only in game. Or tell FG to include it in this stats.
or even the rewards like double kill or rail accuracy. Also for defenders, you see that the blue shield.
Blue shield.
The blue shield reward.
What?
Go to a game and you'll see the blue shield. The blue shield is basically when you kill someone in your base. You get a reward for defending.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Oh no, I'm not in game.
No. I mean like a game on stupid CTF.ddns. I'll send you the link. I'll send you a picture. So this answers your question earlier. You said that defenders don't get points. So we can give defenders a point or two for each blue shield reward they get.
All right.
Hold on, maybe that's not a good example. That's the match. I sent you a link for the match. We were not really serious. Okay. So look at the.
But it looks like you have a lot of captures, a lot of grabs, but then you have the F and R words, letters. Or is that returned or flag carrier or killed flag carrier or something?
Yeah, look at the CP9, screenshot. See, we can pull a lot of data from that. Like, look at Jonas picked up 16 armors. Oh my god.
From CP9?
Yep. Our highest armor pickup is Manti, picked up 7. And Merlo, who was supposed to be picking up the armor, only got it 6 times.
But would you give someone higher elo just because they run around and pick up items?
Well, yeah, I mean, basically,
They will already get higher elo because they live longer and get more weapons too. With
yeah, I mean, a red armor is just like a direct rocket. With, if you take an armor, it's like you took a direct rocket from the enemy. Or a rail. I'm just trying to reward the people that pick up the items, because everything should be counted. If you want to
I don't
make.
think I don't agree, but I think you should all. You think you could just go for by score and then see where is it wrong, where will score it not to be fair.
But see, you're prioritizing some stats over others. It's not just not because you play a certain way that everyone should play like you. Like in a team, like for example, Jonas picked up 16 armors, but he didn't get any damage because nobody was coming to his base. But you were getting all the damage. See, that's not fair. So you would be getting more points than he would in this game, for example. You got 9,000k damage, and he only got 5,000. You see my point? I'm not saying that picking up armor should give you a lot of points. I'm just saying we should figure out the formula so that everything is fair for every player.
Yep, trying to just figure out.
And the formula, we're not gonna get it right the first time. Like, we're gonna be updating the formula, and we can put it on the announcement. Like every month we change the formula, and then some people get mad, like Rehab.
But
like,
I don't understand this example. How can, if I was grabbing flag and capping a flag, how can I have higher damage? Yeah, I don't understand.
You know, guys, what we can do is just we can collect those screenshots like Ninja, like you sent me, from each player, and then make a formula based on that first. Like make a formula based on the one game, on the win percentage maybe, and damage dealt, damage received, and flag grabs. Make like a test formula like that. We can also make 3 or 4 different formulas and apply it on all those stats the players send us. Let's just take like 20 players or 15 players, and we can just make like a test run, and then we see which formula makes like an accurate system. For example, we also know that, for example, if the system rates Ninja, let's say, below me, then I'm not so sure if it's, or if it, you know,
yeah,
if Menti is above Ninja or some, it's just as an example. So I don't know.
Games, damage is usually the people who have damage are usually the best people. But But here it doesn't look like damage is a good number. It looks on this screenshot like score is better. But what would you start out with? What would the first formula be?
That's difficult. Difficult getting there. I really have to think about it.
Score is not too shabby, but why should in this screenshot why should JJ not be the first highest? Who should be highest?
Which screenshot? On
CP9.
CP9. So
where you had 5.7 damage. But you should have played the game recently, so you know if you played bad or something. I don't know.
I mean, I have I only have 5.7k damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have a kill death ratio of 3.58. Right?
Yeah, you
So less damage.
The last numbers F and R. Maybe you probably returned the most flags. Saved the most flags.
Yeah, that also. But JJ got the most points. Yeah. Oh.
What is the points? Oh, not 94, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
But maybe sometimes someone has a role to just damage people and you don't even want to kill the enemy. You want them to stay alive.
Grabs.
I don't know.
So JJ had a lot of grabs. I had a few grabs. No.
Right, 4 grabs.
The other team probably had a lot of quad when they attacked you. Perhaps, I don't know.
I guess kills. JJ got most of his points from the kills. He had 63. So that's 63 points. Plus the grabs. Each grab is like 3.
Hmm.
And then capture is 10, I think. Is capture 10 or 5?
10, I think.
Yeah.
We said 10.
Yeah.
I remember 10 too.
The damage taken should not be considered bad in CTF, because
No.
you basically spawn with full HP, and sometimes you want the enemy to kill you, or you just kill yourself. So damage taken shouldn't be counted as a bad thing.
You don't want then. Otherwise, Sonic Master would have the highest elo. He always hides, but he only cares mostly about his KD. He doesn't take the damage for the team.
Like I remember Infinite Zero, he used to always have the highest damage taken. That's because he's always in front of the enemy, getting damage and taking damage for the team. So that it's actually a skill, but
in Jonas' position, if he was defender, he don't want to die. Same
No,
time.
I don't want to die.
well, in
I don't
Sago,
want to die at all.
in Sago, you do want to die. So you can spawn with full HP.
Yeah.
You have to ask your AI, ChatGPT, ask them what to do.
Okay, so go back to Jonas' answer. Like looking at red team on this CP9 game, the scores are not representative. So for example, Jonas, I think Jonas should be top score, but where they're not calculating the kill to death ratio. Actually, no, that does get factored in, but they didn't calculate the armors you picked up, the megas, and
that's kind of saying like he was a tank for the team.
Yeah. And not only that, you're if you take red armors and megas, that's items that the enemy is not taking. That's huge. Like if you play duel, each item is like is very important.
Yeah, you have a point.
Also, you have that 21 21 blue shields. So you returned, you killed the people in the base, in your base 21 times.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree. Items should be more important than kill death ratio.
The kill death ratio, like I said, it's already factored in, because if you kill someone, you get 1 point. If you die, you lose 1 point. Right? Isn't that how it is?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or was it because you killed yourself if you lost a point? I think it was because you killed yourself.
Right.
Did I kill myself?
Do a quick test.
Anyways, the formula can be figured out later, but the main thing is we have the data. It's just a matter of having a fail gun, or someone. I mean, the data can be fetched from the website without even fail guns having to do anything.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Enemy didn't lose anything by dying. Oh, I haven't started the game. No.
Prepare to fight. Prepare to fight.
You're going down.
You have won. Fight.
Okay, I got 1 point.
Let me kill you. Wait.
1 point. How about you kill me in your base next to the flag?
Ah, good idea.
I see the blue thing on top of you. So you
Nice.
only got 1 point. So that should be at least 2.
But if I kill you if you have the flag. Let me first kill you and without returning the flag, if you take it.
You want me to take it?
You have the flag.
1 point.
Red flag returned.
And another point for returning it.
Hold on, I thought you get more than 1 point. How about kill me in the middle? Come to the middle. I think I get more. You get more points if you kill me outside your base. Let's try. Yeah, let's try even a holy shit. Ah. Okay, you take it. Come take it. Come take it.
Okay.
No, stay. Oh, yeah. Let's go to your base.
You're going down, punk.
Okay, I'm 14. You're 9. Okay, you're still 9. I'm 17. So I got 3 points for killing you. For killing you in next to your to your flag. So it doesn't matter where you kill the flag carrier.
The only thing we haven't tested is if you have the flag and Jonas is attacking you and I shoot Jonas after while he has been attacking my flag guy,
You're going down, punk.
if you know what I mean.
You're going
I think I get a point if I kill Jonas while he is attacking you, if you have flag. But never mind, we don't have to.
Yeah, it'll be too hard to program something like that.
Good to know if you see the numbers not matching. Okay.
You're going down.
So the challenge is just to make it live, like Jonas said. It has to be a live thing, to where you just type something like this, ELO, and it pulls up your number immediately.
Yeah, something like that.
That should be updated right after a match. So that's something I think Failgun has to do.
You're going down, punk.
Or he has to create some kind of API. The best thing is if you can make some kind of API. Or if he could export all data, I know. But the hardest thing will, I'm guessing the hardest thing will be to integrate stuff. It's kind of easy to just simulate some data.
Yeah.
And you can simulate everything by just simulating some data from a real game. But it's harder if you want to have a lot of data. But you can just base it on one game and then send the data from another game and see how it affects the elo too. That's childish easy.
What is
You just
easy?
what
What was easy?
it's super easy to present if you have one database table with the input data of the matches you base the calculations on, and then you have an output table, an elo table, which have the final elo result list rankings. It's very easy to just print out, create a web page from the elo, from the resulting elo after the calculation is run.
Yeah.
Just a for loop and some HTML. And it would be good to have a real function that you can call. It's more testable. Then you can even write unit tests against the function that calculates the elo. Preferably, I would probably make it so that maybe I should make it so that I give it a JSON file, and the JSON file have the information from the game, like these screenshots. And you can have each game has a JSON file from the game result, and then you can just import one game at a time, and it slurps it in the data. But will be fun. We need a formula.
Yeah. I'll probably think about it tomorrow.
I could even try if you don't if you think if you have problem programming, if I could even make the programming if you decide a formula.
You can if you're interested.
And I could create a sample of how the data should look like, the data file, JSON file.
Yeah.
And then it's another later problem to make something that takes the data from stupid Failguns web, something.
That's true.
From the game or from the website.
It's true.
A crawler.
Yeah, if you could do that, it'd be great. For the data, basically just send Jonas as a CSV or an Excel sheet, and
no, a JSON file. I prefer a JSON file. Every game should have a JSON file.
Right. But yeah, basically just show them how to change the values for each thing, like maybe like speed. Like if someone gets 420 speed, he should get 42 points, for example. Or if someone gets 10,000 damage, he should get 10 points, something like that. But that can be changed. Will be up to.
Or maybe the score will be the first number, and then speed is some kind of multiplier.
Yeah, I was just giving examples. You can let Jonas figure out the formula. He can basically just fill up the values that he wants.
But I think that you will never. It will be hard to initially figure out the best thing. It will always be easier to tweak it after you've used it.
Yeah,
probably. Tweak it better and better.
And like I said, it will be probably gonna be changed every 3 months or something like that, and you can put an announcement and be like, hey, the way the elo is calculated has changed. These are the changes, and people are gonna be complaining because people don't like change, but it's
we can even make it so that we can make a few. You could make a few alternatives. What do you say in English? you can have several formulas. First one very simple, then you try and then you have another one more advanced and maybe some variations, and then you can make it so that if you click on a formula, you see the elo list for that formula, and then you can make a few formula different, and you can, and then Ninja can click on them and see what he thinks. If you think this formula is better, but you can have several formulas and then pick and choose, see which one is best.
Right. We could also we can do pick for example 7 maps or 10 maps that are played the most on OpenArena, and make sure that the formula that the scores the elo we get from each map matches with each player, and we can get like some type of middle ground.
And maybe if the stats is based, if the stats is JSON files that you can see a date when it was played, also and some metadata about the game, the time it was played, and then you can, perhaps you should base it more on, if after you have this system for several years, perhaps you should base the result more on the latest games.
Yeah. No,
and give the game that was 3 years ago shouldn't affect the stats as much, because some people have been better after a few years.
No, I'm just saying
and maybe on some maps, maybe I've learned in 1 year I can learn a map a lot.
Yeah. And like for example, I'm weak on CP18, so I don't think I don't think the bot should be counting the maps. I'm just saying when we're doing our testing with the formula, we should take into consideration each map. Like CP18, I'm probably above average, I guess, but on CP9, I'm probably just average there. So when you do the elo, you shouldn't. Like if we take me or Jonas or Champy as a base player, we should also consider each map as their strong map. Like pool 1 is probably my strongest map, for example.
But the question is, how do you summarize all elo? Can you calculate elo from based on one game and one map, and then another elo based on another map, and then kind of average them, or have you got an idea?
You need to apply some sort of base elo. I think on Quake Live, they have quakeliveranks.com, and I think each player had 1200 as a base elo, and from there on, everyone could go up or could go down also.
But if it's very map dependent, that.
No, I'm saying on the testing, when we're making the formula, we should consider the map, but the bot should not consider the maps.
But could it be possible to have 2 elos, one general elo and one this map elo for this map?
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be the next step, I guess. But first, I think we should have like a general elo, which does not take the maps into account. Like we should focus on the elo itself. Like we basically want just an elo system that works very easily. It takes the games won and games lost. This is the main thing, right?
Yeah. I see.
And then like keep it a bit more simple. I mean, of course you can add the damage, you can add the kills, you can add the flag grabs, you can add the item grabs, the quad grabs, and all of it.
Yeah.
But it makes it also more complicated.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to think about how you wanna do the formula. If you wanna take everything into account, like every bit of data, or do you just wanna stick to the core datas?
Perhaps you can make a logarithmic function that applies the latest games higher and the older games. That might be easy to just find a formula for it.
I just found my all-time. I guess I was in the wrong link earlier. I found my all-time stats. I have 550 games total. Anyways.
But
Sorry, I have to cut you off. I have to make a phone call. I have
Yeah.
5 minutes, so I'll probably end it here and my stream and everything. By the way, all this conversation being streamed, but I don't think anybody was watching. Maybe one. Actually, I have one viewer. Believe it. All right, guys. Good night. Thanks, Jonas. You guys can keep talking
you too.
about it.
I'll
Time for
probably.
Legolas.
Okay.
All right.
I'll probably go as well. It's already late. I have to take a shower, sleep.
All right. Peace out. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Believe it.